Scorpio. This is Mimi from Divinations by Mimi, and welcome to your February 15th through the 28th, 2017 tarot and oracle reading with a little bit of astrology on the side. Let's see what's going on astrologically for you. Starting on the 15th, you have, at that point in time, starting tomorrow, you do not have any planetary influence within your chart or within your constellation. Now, the moon is nearly from Libra heading into your sign, so that will be making its way through your sign into Sagittarius and then on to Capricorn, and it moves fairly quickly. You will be feeling, however, the feelings that we're all feeling at the moment. For example, your ruling planet is Pluto. Some believe Pluto, some believe Mars, some believe both. Pluto is the energy that's about you kind of diving deep to find out the motivations for the things that you do, because you are kind of all about unearthing that energy that motivates you. You know, very creative, very passionate. All the deep stuff that motivates humans to do the things that they do, whether passionate or passively. You are also your co-ruler is Mars, which talks about the higher nature. So just as Scorpio can dive deep and learn about the perhaps not darker in a bad way, but the more hidden aspects of who we are as spiritual and human beings, or spiritual beings experiencing a human existence. At the same time, you have the incredible highs, the soaring powers of Mars, because your other sign besides the Scorpio is also the eagle, the soaring eagle of victory. You're a fixed sign. You as a fixed sign would herald your portion, or you stamp your mark in fall. And again, you're about passion, you're about digging deep, learning more. So with that, we're going to find out, you know, as the moon is in your sign, it's going to bring up those emotions that perhaps you've hidden. Perhaps those emotions you're not so comfortable with sharing with everyone because, you know, they're deep. They're those deep emotions. Now, your two ruling planets, Mars is in Aries, which is good. It's at home in Aries, which means that soaring energy, that eagle part of you is moving fast. Any plans that you have, any goals that you have, or aspirations that you have are literally taking off right now. But also in Aries with Mars is Venus. There's that love energy. You like love too. You like sex too. You like all parts of the existence of humanity, the existence of being here and alive. The Scorpio part of you, Pluto, is experiencing Capricorn at the moment, which is more of a staid, I won't say restrictive, but it's a steady, staid, earthy energy. So you may not be digging as deep at this point in your life as you are soaring. You may identify more with that eagle part of yourself. Also in Aries with Mars, your co-ruler, we have Uranus. And Uranus is sort of an unpredictable energy. It is making an opposition with Jupiter, which is currently in retrograde, right? So that lessens its energy just a bit. But it's in a opposition. That's an aspect of opposition, push-pull, with Jupiter, which is an expansive planet, and that's in Libra, which is the 7th house, all about relationships, you and the other. So as you are rising and you are soaring in your aspirations, your dreams, and your goals, you might find that your interpersonal relationships will take very quick changes, moves. Out of the blue, you might get a proposal. You might just fall in love, like literally one of those situations where you see someone across the room and that's it. Boom, it's love. You're in. It could also mean that whatever aspect of the aspiration that you have, that you're currently soaring with, that's rising, that's coming to fruition in a very positive and quick way, there may be an emotional aspect to that. So obviously as a Scorpio, you are going to be, you're a water sign and you're very passionate. So you're going to be emotionally attached to all of your creative endeavors. That's a gimme. So with Uranus in this connection, it can cause you to have knee-jerk reactions to things because you're so emotionally invested in your goals, your goals in the world. try not to have the knee-jerk part of it. Now, Jupiter's energy is less than just a wee bit, so it's not quite as expansive, but Uranus is still there, which is unpredictable. So try to remain as staid, as stoic as you possibly can as it relates to the energies around you manifesting your dreams, because they're going to happen. Just don't get in your own way with this energy of unpredictability and the emotional part of the relationships and the creativity around your manifestation. Boy, I just talked a whole lot. Let's see what else you need to know. Neptune and Chiron are in Pisces. The sun will be moving into Pisces very soon, so we'll be having some Pisces birthdays there. The North Node is in Virgo, which means we as a collective at this point in time and space need to learn the lessons of Virgo, which is analyze, think. And I think that speaks to the fact that you need to be careful before you have a passionate reaction as it relates to your goals. Try to remain stoic, I think is the word that's coming to me, stoic. Okay? And just stay the course as it relates to your goals and your aspirations. Try not to get too emotional about them. All right, that's enough astrology. Let's get into some tarot. I am using the Tarot of Dreams by Cyril Marchetti. And for clarification, I'm using the Vintage Wisdom Oracle deck. This is by, who is this by? Victoria Mosley. This is another very beautiful oracle deck. All right. This is a 3-card spread based on the top of the supernal triangle, the top of the Tree of Life. So where the top would be Keter, we will have the superconscious. That makes sense, right? I hope. Where the conscious mind is, that would have been Hokmah, for what we're thinking about right now, what you are, Scorpio, you are thinking about. And then where Binah would be, that would be your subconscious, what is under the surface. And you're likely investigating that at the moment, because that is absolutely your nature. Don't stay there too long. It's a natural tendency to really get in there and dig in and find out the motivations for things. Why do things happen the way they do? Remember, though, you've got goals in sight. And I do believe that that soaring eagle energy at this point in time is, because of Mars's placement in Aries, is going to definitely benefit your aspirations and your dreams. Whatever goals you've got cooking right now, they are in good, fertile land. Okay, that's jabbering. Let's get down to some cards again. That out of the way. Okay, so what does Scorpio need to know as it relates to the superconscious? What does Spirit need to tell Scorpio? What's a message? Oh, well, that says that's what we want. That will be our first 2 cards. King of Wands. That's in the superconscious. That's in the position of Keter. King of Wands tends to, it's another fixed sun. That tends to be Leo. This is a fiery energy. This is definitely, it's not Mars. I mean, if that were the Emperor or something like that, or the Queen of Wands, I would definitely say that's an Aries, but it's still the same energy. It's the will. It's expression of the will, and it's another fixed sign. Your conscious mind is the High Priestess. So, wow, you're definitely in with your nature. Here's the High Priestess in the upright position. So you're doing what you do best. You are digging deep into those murky waters of the subconscious. So you don't need a lot of urging to look at things there. You're there. You're consciously going deep. It looks like you're really experiencing a spiritual, intuitive connection to Leo, which is the will. And the will is in an upright position here, the King of Wands. Fire of fire. The King of Wands in the superconscious is basically saying the energy is there to make anything happen that you want. You are in a prime position of self-expression. This is ruled by Leo, and Leo is all about the will. It is. Their mantra is I will. So yours is I create. Okay? So this energy is absolutely there for you to create and express yourself. And right now you are listening to what the divine is saying. You are open to it. You always tend to be. Scorpio is a very Very, very intuitive, psychic sign. So you, at the moment, you're definitely feeling your connection with the source. You absolutely are. And that's beautiful. Now let's see what's going on in the subconscious. What maybe is something that's popping up, or that you are seeing, or maybe you need to look at for Scorpio in the subconscious. Here we go. You have the Queen of Coins in the subconscious. Now, the Queen of Coins would be a Capricorn energy. In its upright position, this is a Capricorn. This is someone who is practical, pragmatic, organized in a certain extent, definitely an earthy, down to earth. This is a cardinal sign, so she heralds winter. And it could be a he or a she. It doesn't matter. But when she's in reverse, she's not always in her best element. In fact, there are some things about this Capricorn in reverse which are self-serving and slightly weak in morals. Meaning, she likes to know that she's taken care of. She likes to know, or he or she, whoever this is, Capricorn, likes to know that all the ducks are in a row, that they're secure, you know, that there's money in the bank, that all is good. In reverse, if she feels threatened in any way of her security, she will do things that normally she would not do. This is in your subconscious mind. So I feel very strongly, actually, that the subconscious mind, Binah, is asking you to take a look at where this might be something in your shadow part, the part that you perhaps aren't proud of. And we all have it, right? All of us have a shadow aspect. All of us, good and bad. Everything in nature does. Everything in the world, in manifest and unmanifest world, does have polarity. It's the alchemical principle, one of the alchemical principles. In this particular one, you perhaps look at the ways that the subconscious can teach you about how you might, I don't want to say sell out, but when threatened, I think the subconscious is telling you here, when threatened, when your goals perhaps are being threatened, or the fruition of your goals, or your security is being threatened, pay close attention to how you react. In fear, how do you react when you're in fear? Do you lash out? Do you sell someone else out? Do you try to reflect attention from you to someone else to ensure that you remain secure, even if it's at the cost of another? So I believe, I feel very strongly that the subconscious is asking you to please look at how you react when you're under pressure. Okay? Do you sting right away? Make sure that you're looking at that. Again, this is a general reading. It may not apply to everyone, and I mean no harm by what I'm saying here. But we all have a shadow aspect, and I'm a Capricorn, so this is the Capricorn card, and I'm telling you right now that when we're cornered, and when we feel insecure about what we need and we love, which is security, we do things that we're not proud of. I've done them. You know, selling out a bit. That's not good, right? So subconscious is saying, watch where you're doing this. Watch when, you know, this unpredictable energy that's occurring with your co-ruler, you know, and Uranus and Libra in relationships. Watch where you're having a tendency to, based on fear and emotions, react before really thinking it through, and perhaps in the least, not the most flattering way. I hope this is making sense. All right, let's get some clarification on the Queen of Coins in reverse here in the subconscious. The subconscious, you know, I mean, you're fully aware, you're definitely in touch in the conscious mind, so you know what to watch for, you know to watch your dreams, see what symbols are coming through, make note of them, and, you know, when you're in there and you're making note of them, decipher them. What is universe telling you in symbols and in storyline, in myth, in allegory? Because that's how it's speaking to us. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So perfect. Love. Need we say more? Love under will. That's I will. That's Keter, that is God source spirit. It's reminding you when there is a tendency when you are backed in a corner, excuse me, and you fear, and there is an a instinct to have a reaction of defensiveness or perhaps react in a way that is not something that you would normally do if all were well. It's not something you would morally choose, but the instinct is there when you're backed in a corner and you're fearful. And subconscious reminding you that everything is love, right? We know this. It's love is the law, and it's love under will, the will of spirit. If you're connected, which you are, with spirit, then nothing can go wrong. Love under will is everything. And if you can maintain that, love is everything. And you understand what love is. And I mean, you definitely understand eros love, and you definitely understand romantic love. But I'm talking about that agape, compassionate understanding that you and I are one in the same love. Okay? That kind of love is what the subconscious is asking you to employ when you're feeling backed in a corner and the likelihood of you reacting negatively is high because of fear. And you're definitely going to know how to watch this because you're psychic to begin with. You're currently consciously in tune with the divine. The divine is saying, I'm here. I have the will. You know I have the will. You're a fixed sign too. You know, just connect. Keep connected with me. Watch where this might happen. And remember, it's love under will. And this was long. They keep getting longer. I'm sorry that it was so lengthy, but I hope it was of help to someone. If this didn't, ring true to you, then, and you'd like something a little more personal, again, this is general for all Scorpios out there or Scorpio energy in their chart. If you would like a personal tailored reading to you and your sign and your chart and everything like that, then please, by all means, get in touch with me. My email address is in the description box below. If you have questions on the reading, feel free to leave a question or a message in the comment box below, and I will respond to it. And I believe that's all I wanted to tell you. Watch out for the solar eclipse on the 26th. That's going to be some hot energy. And other than that, I wish you a wonderful rest of February, and I will be speaking to you at the beginning of March. And you take good care, Scorpio.